So welcome back to Talking Neat. Today I've got in studio Ambition Queen again.
Hey.
Or I mean again.
Again.
And she brought.
Act excited.
I
Okay.
Okay. Did it.
Go ahead.
And how are we introducing him? Ese Menace?
Oh, Ese Menace is who we have here today.
Dragon.
So Ese Menace is a rapper from
Southern California.
SoCal.
Yeah.
So
A little louder, babe.
the what?
Nothing.
She's already giving orders.
I know. Already taken over.
Yeah.
Hey. Go ahead.
So is you said Southern California? Is that kind of like a pride thing, or is that a stylistic thing?
Just a lifestyle, basically. But I mean, originally I'm from Rosemary, South San Gabriel. Out that way. It's San Gabriel Valley.
Okay.
So, just Southern California, you know. But Rosemary, South San Gabriel.
I used to live out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Beautiful
Arcadia,
place.
Temple City.
Oh, yeah. It's right next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
I was always afraid to travel into Rosemead though.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous.
I used to have to duck.
$500 a month, huh?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, you've released quite a few rap singles.
Done it. Yeah.
10 years ago?
I believe, yeah, about 10 years ago, yes, came out with my first album, first solo album. And went pretty good. And that's what we're here now to talk about. It's gonna happen
So
again.
it went pretty good.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Not much, man. Just a lot of obstacles in my way. Went to jail a few times. You know what I mean? So I couldn't be consistent with the music. So I had to basically strategize my plan. How am I gonna do it again? So the time never came across myself to get the time to do it again.
You didn't have Kanye West
No, man.
petitioning to get you out?
I wouldn't even want to work with that guy, man. Yeah, I don't know about that guy, but yeah, just the time was never there. So it's kind of there now, you know what I mean? So that's what we're here talking about.
Well, isn't it when you're in jail or prison, all you got is time?
Yeah, got time. You ain't got no studios though. But
don't you get pencil, paper?
yeah,
Start writing something?
Hey, that's where I first started. My first prison term. That's where I first started writing. They used to have a show back in the days called Pocos Pero Locos. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but that was the first radio show on Sundays.
I knew one of those words.
Yeah. We're small but crazy. That's basically what it means. But it was a show back in the days, I believe in the 90s, where they gave Chicano rappers, gangster rappers of our genre, our race, a chance to be on the radio, you know what I mean? So we used to listen to that on Sunday in prisons, you know what I mean? So it kind of inspired me to, I'm living the life that these guys are rapping about, so why not give it a shot, see what I could do about it, you know what I mean? So that's where my career took off, when I got out of prison. Yeah, so it was pretty good.
So did you kind of learn how to rap in prison, or were you doing it before?
You know what, I did it like basically probably my whole life when I was a youngster. When I was a teenager, we used to all smoke weed in the garage with like all my homies, and they have a karaoke machine, just mess around. I mean, so it was always like that, but not professionally. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is a whiskey show.
Whiskey.
So we are starting out a single malt scotch called the Balvenie. It is I believe it's a Highland, so it's got a little bit of smoke, pretty big area of Scotland.
Right.
This they age in 2 barrels, so you get like a little bit of a finish. And if you want more, say the word.
So
You having some?
So they have one.
I got it right here.
They age it in 1 barrel and then replace it into another one for a more period of time.
Yeah. Usually it's done for a shorter period of time. A lot of times they'll, this is a double wood. So a lot of times they'll start aging it like in a used bourbon barrel, which is a oaked, charred barrel. They'll pick up some of the smokiness, and then longer you age things in barrels, the different flavors they take on, like a whiskey. This whole chemical reaction is going on, like the char. It's basically like charcoal. Charcoal, you put it in your fish tank, it purifies the water. Does the same thing with whiskey. A lot of times you'll put in like a cloudy whiskey, and it'll come out clear because the charcoal in the wood, where they burn it, starts purifying the whiskey. And so it cleans up the flavor a bit, adds a little bit of a smokiness, but then the whiskey, the alcohols in the whiskey will start kind of dissolving or eating away at the wood. And for the first couple of years, you kind of get like fruity notes, and after like 6-7 years, you end up with like vanilla and toffee and just all these natural flavors that come out. And that's how a lot of times people can taste a whiskey and go, oh, this is a like 10 year, this is a 18 year, because they take on different characteristics the longer you have them in the barrel. This is a really good whiskey though.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
So
cheers.
Cheers.
Nice to be on your show.
Cheers.
Sad.
It is not sad. It's healthy.
Whiskey's healthy, 0 calories.
That's why people switch from beer to alcohol, right?
You drink enough of it, and
Healthy for
you'll lose your dinner.
Cheers.
Oh, finish it.
That's good.
Yeah, it's really good. You can kind of get kind of like a sweetness.
Yeah, sweetness, kind of wood, smoke. You could get all that. It's just,
Yeah, it does. When you throw it in a second barrel, you do get like a whole new layer added to it. So that's what they do with it.
You like it?
Yeah, it's good. You sure you don't want to try them?
I'm so good.
What do you guys think? Should she try some?
No. Don't make me do it.
She's trying one of these. What do you mean?
That's her no. That's her never.
In my life.
So, Ese Menace. How'd you get that name?
I got that name when I believe I was 16 years old. Just said I'm from Rosemead, from Lomas, so that was the nickname he gave me. Wasn't too good of a child, you know what I mean? Too good of a kid. Ran the streets, you know what I mean? How that goes. Everybody knows how that goes when you're living in a little rough life, gang banging, stuff like that. So that's the nickname they gave me. I mean, not too violent and stuff like that. I see it as like Ese Menace, no troublemaker, you know.
So now are you still going to be, like, take that same name?
Oh yeah, it's gonna stick with me for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Because I was thinking maybe now that you're a dad and kind of getting your life on track, no more gang banging, you might like Ese Risky, Ese Slightly.
Something else? No. I mean, my kids, they won't know what they. I mean, probably. I mean, maybe they do know what they call me, but I mean, that's just a name that I'll stick for the rest of my life. And I mean, when I'm 60 years old, drinking a beer, barbecuing, 70 years old, you know what I mean? I have friends that will always call me that, never call me by my first name. You know what I mean? So that's like kind of just a name we carry with pride, you know what I mean? So I mean, it's gonna stick with me. So Ese Menace, so when the new music comes out, it's gonna be under Ese Menace. So it's gonna come. So I'm happy about it, you know what I mean? I think it's about time.
What do you think of it?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know what he.
That
I don't know what
doesn't
he
seem
got.
that all
I don't
that
know what he
supportive.
got planned.
Yeah, that's why. So
We need mutual support.
exactly.
You ready to be a rapper's wife?
I met him when he was doing it.
Oh, okay.
That's how I met him.
Exactly.
So you were a groupie?
No, actually, I never even listened to his music when I didn't even know who the fuck he was.
So you were Yoko Ono? Oh,
It was
I never
kinda
heard.
like-
I don't know who the Beatles are.
No, I never listened to his music. I didn't know who the fuck he was. I had him on Facebook. I made a comment, met up, and that was it.
Yeah, it was kind of.
I didn't know who he was before that. I never listened to his music before that. Nothing.
You got to be careful with that. I mean, you could have been catfish. Could have been some dude.
I could have been catfish. catfish. Don't feel bad for him.
You were contacting a rapper.
I
you
did
knew
not.
who he
okay,
was.
he contacted me. I just
But
made
you
a
left
comment.
a comment.
I left a comment. He didn't have to reply.
He didn't, but he,
okay. Next
it
question.
could have been. He could have been getting catfished. It could have been some dude.
True.
With a female's face.
He's
picture.
the one who was putting himself out there.
Yeah.
It's scary.
His fault.
I just try to respond to all my fans, you know.
See?
I'm just playing.
See? You respond to everybody.
I'm just playing. But
Whatever had a face.
yeah, that's how we met though. When I was into the music pretty strong. And we have a good story how we met, so we met and that was it. We met, it's basically like, for me, it's a connection right away when we first met. And that was a rap after that.
Yeah, I couldn't get rid of him after I met him.
Couldn't get rid of
he
me.
was like next, like he never left. I got stuck with him. I'm just kidding. It was okay though. It was good. I didn't mind.
It was good, or it is
It's good. The way it happened, it's good.
She don't sound like it's good.
Well, she
No,
said
I'm
it
here.
was good.
It is good.
Okay.
Why are you guys picking on me?
No, you're the one who said it. I need
You know
clarity.
what? Okay. I'm making it clear. It is good. Can you hear me? There you go.
Edit that part out.
Okay.
So do you have any material written?
You know what? After I released my first album, I was working on a second album just by myself. I mean, and I had a lot of tracks done already, almost ready for another CD. But then at that middle of that point, I didn't want to deal with the people I was doing music with anymore. So I was in that stage where I wanted to go on my own and do my own music. So most of that music I already had their stamp on it, you know what I mean? So people that featured them. So I mean, I got a few songs that I'm pretty proud of that hopefully I can still find them, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
the only thing is a lot of music that you could have written back then, it could have been stuff about like selling weed and like illegally, and now you don't need to do all that.
yeah, exactly.
That's
why it's gonna be updated. But like I said, some songs that I did make, it didn't. The topic wasn't about that. It was more like a mellow, kick back, drink some whiskey vibe. You know what I mean? Because I don't smoke weed, so you know what I mean. I drink beer. Sometimes drink some Jack and Coke. You know what I mean? But so it wasn't about the weed, selling drugs. You know what I mean? I always kept it like 100 of what I do, not to take it off topic and try to be something that portray something I'm not. You know what I mean? So it was pretty simple, pretty good. But now I want to come with a different vibe, family man, but still someone I'd be messed with. You know what I mean? Something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So are you looking to get in the studio before you have like a full album, just to do a couple tracks, or?
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna do a video first.
Well, you gotta do the song first.
Yeah, of course the song first, but I mean like that's gonna take like a day, a couple hours. So I talked to some good people that Ambitious Queen introduced me to, and we got some things in the making. So I think it's gonna be a really cool vibe, kind of like a summertime kind of barbecue kickback, lowriders. Something that's been done before, but you know, a little different twist. So we're gonna see how that goes, and then see if get a good following. Just carry on with it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So just test the waters right now.
You've done videos before.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done videos. I've toured.
Oh, you've toured?
Yeah, I've toured over like 13 states.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's nothing new to me, you know what I mean? But now I'm in a situation where I got my family now, comfortable, and
Time to leave them behind.
no, nothing like that. Time to take them with me. You know what I mean?
You ready to live in a bus?
Nope.
A van?
Nope. You better get me a luxury ass bus.
With 4 smelly guys?
No. We need 3 showers in there.
3 showers.
A whole house that can move.
So moving on. So this is Virginia Distillery. This is actually a good. I love this one. So they did a single malt. It's a Scottish whiskey. I believe they imported it, and then they finished it in port cask. So it picks up a little bit. You've got the smokiness, and then you get. It's kind of the same style, where you throw it in something at the end to finish it off. It's done a little bit different. You get a little more smokiness on this one. What?
Nothing.
Say hi to your live.
Hi guys. I don't even know if
Oh
anyone's
wow,
on
you're
here.
up to
Let's
3
see.
viewers.
You know what? You can't even see. I'm up to
I can
2.
see that.
I have 2 viewers.
Oh, 2?
I have 2 viewers.
So they all bailed?
I think so. What up, y'all? H2O.
The problem when you bring her
You know what?
becomes the ambition show.
So I guess you guess we should ask her what questions we should ask her. Make it her show. That's
I
What
always
up?
steal the show.
right.
That's why we put you in the back. So, what was that look for?
Nothing. Nothing.
So what do you think?
It's a little more stronger. A little
Yeah.
more like a stronger taste to it.
You like it?
It's strong. Like what's on my second see me drinking this.
With ice? What do you think?
With
Would you
ice?
better with ice?
You're supposed to drink whiskey at room temperature. Some people do put ice in it, and it actually kind of pulls it in and like closes up the molecules, and so you actually don't get all the flavor.
Oh really?
There are some whiskeys that have a higher oil content, and you can add like a drop or 2 of water, and it kind of just like you've seen when you put like oil and water, it kind of just spreads out. It's the same thing with whiskey, certain whiskeys. Like the one we had, that smoky one. Did you try that one last week?
Yeah, I did.
If you add like a couple drops of water to it, it tastes like a totally different whiskey.
Really?
And so a lot of people on the smokier whiskeys will add, most people add a whole lot more water than they're supposed to, but it's only supposed to be like a drop or 2.
Never heard of anybody adding actually water.
Yeah, it's actually, you're actually supposed to.
Oh really?
On a couple, yeah. Like, they call it opening up or blossoming the whiskey.
Ah.
And I usually don't. I'm fine with it the way it is.
It has like a stronger finish to it than the last one.
Yeah.
It's good though.
So do you have, when was the last, you mentioned that the songs you have right now you've written over the last few years. Have you been actively working on newer stuff?
Not yet. I was doing some music with one of my co-workers at the time. Really good young artist, different style kind of rapper. So we did a few songs, did a few shows after the fact. The beautiful Ambitious Queen was there on stage, and it was pretty good. So I mean, I think what I got going when I got those songs going on, I mean, a lot of people liked them. You know what I mean? It was a different kind of beat, different kind of tempo, different kind of like just a different menace. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's why it can't always be about gangster this and that or guns and drugs. You know what I mean? So it's just more of a pumped up beat so people can dance. You know what I mean? It just feel you a little bit more. But
Some more like Kanye?
no, Kanye, man. You like Kanye, huh?
Actually, I hate
This
Kanye.
thing about Kanye.
Yeah, no.
I like that song Gold Digger, and the rest of it.
That's a lot, yeah.
I like it not for him. I like it for Jamie Foxx. I don't see why Kanye is like the second coming of Christ type thing.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think anybody knows. I mean, even his wife is tripping out what's going on with
her.
them.
I can't stand.
That's a whole different story, huh?
Don't get me started on her.
But yeah, I even had a name for my album, and I think I'm gonna keep it when I work on it. It was called Inside the Mind of a Menace, and just got like a few people that still remember me doing that album when I was getting it done. Recorded with a few like associates, and just want to see it get finished. You know what I mean? So I think it's gonna do good. And like I said, that first song and the first video, I'll see how I feel about it. But like yourself, I mean, music's my world. You know what I mean? Like all day long. I mean, we can all listen to music, vibe to it, drink some whiskey, barbecue. It's not gonna leave us. Yeah. What do you feel about it, Ambitious? Music, huh?
About music? I love music.
She loves music.
I love music.
This is the more than I do.
You know what? I'm a girl. It's different.
Do you like?
It's different.
You like Kanye, don't you?
No, I don't listen to
Like
Kanye. No, it's too whack. I like City Girls.
Is that a band?
Yeah.
No, it's those girls that just came out with that new song.
You should do a song about some living with like putting your dick in crazy, something like that.
What the fuck?
I'm not crazy.
Oh shit.
Hey, that's a good one. Putting your dick in crazy.
It's pretty much like, yeah.
That's a good title.
It's like a rock title though, right? Or you think of rap? You gotta think about a different
You
kind of
gotta
name
pull
for
it
a
out.
rap.
I mean.
You've never heard the saying,
getting explicit right here.
You've never heard the saying, don't put your dick in crazy?
Nah, I never have, no.
Really?
Nah.
It's an actual saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when, cause like, you know how a lot of times on the news you'll see like some crazy girl just going off on a guy or whatever. I mean, that's when you say, you never should have put your dick in crazy.
Yeah.
Cause you do that and you're stuck with them.
But I'm not crazy.
I think every woman, not crazy, but I mean, I don't want to get the female audience all mad at me or something, but I think they're all pretty damn crazy when they want to be. I mean, I think it's in their blood. A whole different,
It's
way different than us.
vindictive.
Yeah, exactly. More revengeful than anybody could be in their lives. Why is he looking at you?
Why are you looking at me?
Because I can
Look,
see you
okay,
plotting.
I have that mouth sometimes, but I'm not crazy. Not crazy.
What's the craziest thing you've done?
To who?
To him.
To me?
Nothing?
We're having a show here when she don't want to let it be known.
I don't know. What's the craziest thing I've done to you?
I don't know. He's
You need
asking
to tell
you.
me. I don't know. What depends what crazy is to you guys. I don't know.
Out of the normal.
See, what we would think is crazy, she's just thinking is normal.
Look, okay, no. I didn't do anything crazy to him. I mean, I didn't do anything crazy. I talk shit, but that's normal.
See? That's exactly what I said.
But
What we think is crazy, it's normal
I'm not
for
like
her.
stalking him and like slashing his tires or like some weird shit
Yeah.
like that. I don't do none of that.
Yeah. He's going to be on the road. You're not going to be able to.
Oh, I already been there. Been there.
This time she's going.
He know better now.
Oh, there's something behind. He knows better now.
I said you know better now. I said I already went through that with you, but you know, he knows better. He knows.
So this is
time.
Genmorangie. It is a Highland Scotch single malt. So it's got, I mean, we're just kind of working our way up in a little bit of smokiness. It's just kind of a basic Scotch.
Scotch, huh?
Yeah.
It's a little more smoother.
Yeah, this one's only single barrel.
Smell it.
You're tasting the next one.
Why do they all smell like Crown Royal? Every single one I smell.
Because that's Crown Royal's a whiskey.
It's
but
a whiskey.
A shit whiskey.
Well, they smell like shit whiskey, like
It
Crown
just does
Royal.
not smell like shit.
It smells like Crown Royal, I swear. Everyone I've smelled smells like it.
What kind of whiskey you guys like?
Do anybody have a favorite whiskey? What's your favorite
These
one?
are pretty good right here, but I don't think anybody like who's into really whiskey would know about it. I mean, you should get into different whiskeys. You think about me drinking whiskey.
I don't know. Depends how you're gonna act. We'll see when we go home tonight.
Oh, she's already leaving.
You know what? I'm not going nowhere.
She's out.
I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah, she can see what's going on her phone, but with the music though, man, I mean, I don't do it for like any kind of like wrongdoing, like fame or anything like that. Just like to be on stage and just letting my mind speak. You know what I mean? It's a pretty good. Everybody always tells me like, the first time you were on stage, were you nervous? Like, nah.
So now, the last time you put out a song, MySpace was pretty big.
Was it? Yeah. No, was it? I think the first time, yeah.
2010?
Yeah, it was, huh? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had MySpace.
You had MySpace?
Mhm.
What was before MySpace?
Nothing.
Friendster.
Moco Space and MySpace. That was it.
Moco Space.
And MySpace.
Never heard of Moco Space.
Me either.
Oh, you guys should look into it.
Is that the one spot where you just like hook up with people or what?
No, Moco Space is like MySpace.
Oh.
Like you have a page, but music.
Oh, they name it Moco Space.
I don't know. It's not Meco Space. It's Moco Space.
No, exactly.
Isn't Mocha like booger?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Booger, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would they name it
I
that?
don't know. It's a Mexican MySpace. I don't know.
It's
I
the
don't
worst
know.
name for a website.
Who remembers Moco Space?
Yeah.
I do.
How many people
Look
remember
into
that?
it.
But we're gonna have Ambitious Queen on the hook. We're singing.
On
You guys,
the hook?
Yeah, you guys know
Oh.
how she sings?
You want to hear me sing?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You said no already.
At least
Forget
2
it.
bars.
We're
Go.
going to put candy on,
Go.
though.
I put candy on.
I'm not talking about your show. I'm talking about his music.
Oh.
What do you
We're
mean?
going to put candy on your music.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have Miss Drunken Can't Spell Her Name on his track.
Oh, shit, that's a track right there, huh?
What?
Miss
You-
Drunken.
that's what-
That's
yeah,
a
she
song.
came on the show and she spelled her name wrong.
Oh,
When she signed the
I
barrel.
couldn't believe that. That's funny.
How many bottles did you have on the table before she did that?
I actually had 6 on the table. The most I ever do is like 4 or 5.
Yeah, you don't want to get all.
And it was just
sloppy,
like
carnal.
for symmetry to look good and stuff. And she just, okay, next one. And then I hit like all 6 and she goes, well, can I have more of that one? Well, okay. And she drank more than anyone else.
Oh my
Who's
goodness.
been on the show.
She must have been nervous. She probably was
Yeah,
nervous.
just nervous thinking you're drinking, no effect happens.
Yeah.
She told me she was trying to forget Louisa.
Excuse you. I'm gonna talk to you later, friend. We're gonna
Is she
discuss
the
this
only
later.
one watching?
You know what? Mind your business. I don't know who's watching. I had one person watching right now. Think we got boring or they can't hear us.
I don't know.
So where do you draw your lyrical inspiration from?
Lyrical inspiration. I'm like,
Are your
Now-
lyrics, do you think they'll change now that
I think they will.
you're like,
I
a
mean,
family
not
man?
not my style of doing music. I'm more like any other dude brought up in the '90s. You know what I mean? Like Eazy-E. I mean, old school West Coast rap. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, of course, it's gonna be more about just positive. But I mean, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? How can I explain it? It's gonna be more that I still who I am, but I'm gonna say I'm in a cool place in my life now, but I still live my lifestyle how I live it, and I got my family right there with me, and just try to twist that up as many different ways as I can.
So it's not going to be you rapping about driving a minivan to pick up
Oh.
kids from school, take them to soccer.
Hell nah, driving my car, picking up all the kids, bumping music, you know what I mean? Going to the park, went back to Rosemead, barbecuing with the homies, you know what I mean? with their kids, stuff like that, you know.
Do you miss Rosemead?
Oh yeah.